Hello everyone, welcome back. And this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for the week of July 13th. And at this time, I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched, and also hitting the hype button. Thank you so much for doing all of that for me. Truly is appreciated. And of course, all the lovely comments. It's nice to know that it's resonating with you, and it helped you to decide to subscribe to my channel. And especially for those first timers, thank you so much. All right. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. Well, mastering something, like really starting to understand some things in your life. Maybe you're doing a course of some sort for some of you. You know, just a little more insight into something, like homing your craft, trying to understand something a little bit more. And it looks like it's going to be successful as well. And you're enjoying it, which will help you to, you know, if this is a job for some of you, it will help you to earn more money at it. So that's really a good thing. But you're really on your way right now. And the World card, yes. Starting fresh, knowing that, you know, things are happening in a good way for you. Things are really starting to turn in a positive light, because this is completion, accomplishment, fulfillment. There's travel here as well, so, you know, that's good to see. But there's celebration of life, that you have, you know, made it through some things, and now you're out the other side and starting something totally fresh again. So there's a completion here. You know, goals were made, you met them, definitely making some travel plans for your future. And if there's been anything holding you back, you've managed to figure out how to go past it now. And the Lovers, very nice. Now this is a commitment for some of you, and it doesn't always have to be to another person. It can be just a commitment to yourself in order to succeed at something, to follow through on something. There's many ways of, you know, making a commitment. You know, but this is harmony, love, good relationships in all areas of your life, and you're finding the passion again in your life, like what excites you, what ignites you, what keeps you going, all those sort of positive, you know, values that you have within yourself, you're sharing with others. If this is coming together with an actual partner, it is going to be a very good one, somebody who matches you very much, you know, an equal to you as you are to them, like you help each other. You just fit very comfortably. You know, this is a passionate person in your life. This is a good choice. You know, the strength of two together. So, wow. And the Ace of Rods. So definitely a new project. You're feeling inspired. You're urged to create, get going, you know, take that leap of faith for yourself. And you are all over this new opportunity. This could be a new career break for some of you. So good. You know, a creative project that really is going to step you up to the next level financially, which is awesome. You know, this is your spark of inspiration to try something different, to look at something a little bit differently, try something a little bit, you know, out of the normal for you. And the Hangman. All right. Wisdom, self-control, getting a different perspective on some situations in your life, something that you've been through just recently. You really wanted a few more answers as to how it played out the way it did. So you're going within a little bit. Some of you are actually seeking counsel from somebody, trying to get a better picture, you know, a little somebody else's input instead of you trying to answer it all yourself, you know, gaining that extra wisdom. And the Six of Cups, very nice. Looks like there's going to be a reunion for some of you. You know, that people coming back into your life, you know, just a good time, happy memories. You know, things are really starting to come to life again for you. There's nostalgia here. Like I said, this looks like a reunion. Maybe you're getting together with some, you know, old friends, people you haven't seen for a while. Could be relatives, friends, co-workers. But it really brings you back to an innocent time in your life where you used to just, you know, be you. You weren't worried about consequences or worries and making sure you're saying the right thing. No, you just fit. And the Ace of Swords. All right, so moving forward, like if you were feeling stuck at all in whatever this is for you, whether it's, you know, home, family, work, friendships, you're finding the answers. You know, it's time to have that heart-to-heart talk with somebody to clear the air, because maybe there was a misunderstanding in the past here, and you're just wanting to get to the bottom of it, just to clear it out of your mind, clear it off your slate, and keep going forward. You know, you're sticking to tasks. You know, you got a problem, you're dealing with it. You're not just sitting on it anymore. You're really trying to accomplish some goals in your life, and you're realizing that you need to start fresh on some things. And the shadows, yes, stepping out of the shadows, the negative thinking, the things that, you know, maybe never came to light, but they're still nagging at you and holding you back from making that next step for yourself. So you're learning to get out of your own way, get out of your head, stop overanalyzing, thinking, worrying, stressing about different things in your life when, you know, they haven't even happened yet in some cases, and probably never will, but you are overthinking too many things. So you're learning to stop that, even if it's just temporary. And the Empress, yes. Striking out, going forward, feeling more stronger about your convictions and your choices. Like you're not asking anybody for any information. You know your quality. You know, this is creation, abundance, good things coming in, and it is of your accord. Like you brought this to you. It's all your hard work. You know, you definitely, when you decide to do something, you do it. There's abundance here. There's nurturing. There's good parenting skills here. And you don't have to have a child in order to be a parent to somebody else. Just, you know, could have been a fellow worker and you said something right, and it sort of stuck with them, like, yeah, thank you. You know, just that sort of development. Your accomplishments are here, and there's growth. Like you are continuing to go forward because you're choosing to do so. You're getting out of your own way. And the Two of Rods, nice. Yeah, you're waiting to get a result back from something. And while you're waiting, you are also looking forward to doing something totally different. Some of you are really making plans, like travel plans to go somewhere. So you're looking into that while you're waiting for the results of something else, so that you can clear your slate to know where you stand. This could have been absolutely, for some of you put a job application out there and, you know, you're waiting on the results coming back, but you're not, you know, just being stagnant about it. You're still going forward on your own. And the Queen of Rods. Yeah, you got a lot of success here. You really do. You know, you're nurturing what you're bringing to life. You're feeling more passionate about it. This is your self-assurance, knowing that, you know, I'm okay. I'm doing the right thing. And it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. It is just you and your personality. Like you really want to move forward on something. So you're taking the bolder steps. And a lot of people wouldn't have expected this of you, but you realize that unless you move forward on this, nobody else is going to. So you're really finding the strength within yourself and your choices and feeling okay about you're making the right one. Ooh, 10 of Rods, definitely nice. You need to lay down those burdens. Set yourself free. Allow yourself to de-stress this week. There's been too many burdens put on you recently, and you've, owned up to them, but you're just tired now. You want to no longer have to keep feeling like you need to go behind others and make sure everything's, going along smoothly. This is you saying, I'm tired now. I'm done enough. So you're laying down the extra burdens, letting people take responsibilities for themselves, and you're moving in a new direction because you're realizing that that stress is not good for your health. So you're moving away from, helping too many all at the same time. And the Eight of Cups, yes, there you go. Releasing, making a withdrawal, retreat, moving on from something. You're finally realizing, you can continue with this, whatever it may be, whether it's in the family, whether it's in the job, friends, relatives, whatever this happens to be. But you're learning that you have already put enough energy into this and not much is changing, and you're seeing that now. So now you're willing to cut the ties and let it go. No longer contribute to it, no longer invest in it. And that can be just somebody who just, when you go near them for coffee or whatever, they just drain you because they always have woes in their life. And the King of Pentacles, nice. Yeah, making some good investments, life investments for many of you. This is you realizing that slow and steady seems to get you what you're looking for instead of, plowing through something. You're understanding your own strengths. So you've matured recently in your way of approaching a lot of things in your life with different people. So that's good. You're realizing that if you go a little slower, they seem to pick up their pace. So you win in the end. So it's not always easy to wait, but everything else seems to be flowing quite nicely here for you. And the Two of Swords, needing to make a decision. It happens. It's time to make that, promise to yourself or make a decision in something that you are going to, do A, B, or C, whatever it happens to be for you. But you're realizing you've sat on it long enough. It's time to speak your mind so that you can not only have clarity for yourself, everybody knows where you fit. So you really understanding it is time to, make that decision. It doesn't look like it's too easy for some of you, but you're realizing it's the only way that it quiets your mind down. And the Three of Swords, yes, healing from your past. Absolutely. Opening back up into receiving. Now, this could have been a heartbreak, a divorce, that caused you almost depression in some cases for some of you. And I'm sorry about that. But you're healed. You can move on now. You can take those chances again. You don't have to shut yourself off from the world. There's all kinds of love coming in for you from others. And you're finally realizing it's okay to accept that it doesn't always come with a price tag or a cost. It's just people care about you and want to help you. So you're finally you've taken the swords out. You're healing from your past wounds, and you are progressing forward into a new perspective for your future. And the Wheel, very nice. Yeah, you get to move forward. You're finally understanding what your future is going to look like. This is good luck, life cycle, and destiny. This is your turning point this week. You've changed. You have more faith in yourself. You've had your ups and downs, but these changes can be permanent or not. So you're trying to make that decision this week for yourself, but a lot of people are opening up to you. This is your time to step out of what you were in the past. This is good fortune, moving forward, stepping into a whole new way of handling yourself and those around you. So, wow, this is a turning point. Okay, and one more for clarity. 2 of Cups. Nice. Romance, good news coming in. This could be a spark of an interest that you have had for a while. Maybe they're coming and approaching you and telling you how they feel, or you could be, approaching them. But you are really moving forward on something. You're learning how to break the ice around others. Not that you're hold yourself back, but you are very cautious lately on how you approach people and how you get accepted. So you're really understanding that part of you now. It could be a birth in the family, a recent one. So you get to celebrate that, but you are really taking off the gloves this week and stepping out into a whole new you. All right, and your oracle card. Protect the fruits of your labor. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmentally concerns. All right. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.